has taken its own first step to go public. It announced on Thursday in less than 140 characters, of course, that it made a confidential filing for an IPO with U.S. regulators.
On its own site, that it's filed with US regulators for an initial public offering, an IPO, going public to sell shares. And of course, it probably is the most eagerly awaited stock market flotation since rival Facebook went public just last year. So, okay, now we don't know when it's going to happen, and the financial details are pretty sketchy at the moment, but this is what we certainly do know. Twitter, very popular indeed. At the moment, it's got 200 million current regular users, 201 million now. Well, something like that. It's still a fraction of the more than 1 billion people who use Facebook, certainly worldwide. But like Facebook, Twitter makes its money from advertising, and according to researchers, eMarketer, it's on track for ad revenues of just over $580 million this year. Again, I should say it's less than a third, of course, of the revenue Facebook made in the last quarter, that last 3-month period. The big question is, what could it be worth? Well, last month, one of its investors, GSV Capital, came up with this. Said it's worth $10.5 billion. That's what they're valued at. And by the time actually any flotation is likely to happen, Twitter is probably going to be worth more than that. It is still a tenth of the $100 billion that Facebook is valued at now.
It lets celebrities speak directly to their legions of fans, but it's also an important news-breaking site and an essential for campaigners and even revolutionaries. The IPO could bring major rewards for loyal staff and for early investors, but most importantly it will help Twitter to fund innovation and its continued expansion. Recently it spent a reported $350 million buying MoPub, a company that helps mobile app developers manage their ad inventory, which ties in well with Twitter's revenue-generating streams.
Frankly, Twitter just owed people a lot of money. It took in funding of over $1 billion, and the only way for the company to return that money to investors was to go public. We had lots of clues that this company was going to make that move. In 2012, just last year, Twitter hired an executive that had a background in IPOs. He had come from Yahoo and Zynga. Now, there are a lot of questions, of course. A lot of people remember the Facebook IPO and the disappointment in terms of stock prices, but I think it's a question of being rich and being richer, looking at the glass half empty or half full, because Facebook made a lot of people into millionaires overnight, and Twitter is going to do the same.